Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jolene and I'm the author of the Glory MC series as well as the Moonrise Beach series. I'm going to be setting up my A6 Hobonichi journal. So if you guys watched my haul, I actually have two parts, and in one of those hauls I received my Hobonichi original Avec. So if you are unfamiliar with Hobonichi, the Avec just means the year is split into two books. So here I have the January to June book, and then another book accompanies this, and it goes from July to December. And I've been using these books for the past few years as my daily journal, and I really enjoy it. I find that with my style of journaling, I definitely need the two books because my planners do get quite chunky. I actually do have a few of my previous journals to show you. So this is the one that I'm currently in. I'm using the Neon Tartan, and as you guys can see, mine does not close. It's a zip cover, but mine does not close because of the way I journal. It just kind of sits like this, and it's really chunky. So that's actually why I typically don't buy the zip covers anymore, just because with my style of journaling, I put a lot of photos in there, I use a lot of washi, I paste a lot of different things inside here, so it gets pretty chunky, and I find that I'm not able to use the zip covers for very long because of that reason. But I do like the fact that you do get the back pocket. I'm able to put you know, the memo pads, stickers, and that kind of stuff that I use in my journal in there. But I have found other ways that I'm going to be doing that with this style of cover. So the cover that I'm using is the Dreamy Soda. So this is one of the kind of like basic, more cheaper options, and I actually really like this style of cover because one, I like that it's a little bit more simple. Sometimes my style is colorful, but I do like lighter colors, so that's why I went for this one. So this cover is a nice kind of bright but still pastel baby blue, and then the interior is kind of like this salmon-y peachy pink color, which I also really like. And I'm using the new cover on cover that I got also in my haul. So once again, I will leave a link to that haul up here for you guys if you guys missed it. But this is in the A6 size. They have it in the A5 as well as the weeks. But I just think that paired with this cover, like the florals and the green and like the yellow just match this really perfectly. So I am going to be using this. And then I do have some other bits and pieces that I want to use in here as well. But I have done a few preparations, I guess you can say, for this journal, which is what I typically like to do when I film these videos. Otherwise, I feel like this video would be very long and kind of boring. So I've done a lot of the prep work, I guess you can say, beforehand, so I can just show you what it looks like. So one of the things that I did for this year is that I made a washi dashboard in the front as well as in the back. So what I've done is I've taken some Simply Gilded washi, so you guys know the famous bow washi. I've taken quite a few of her designs, my favorite ones, and I've interspersed them with some of my favorite PaperEchos washi tape. So that is the ones that you see here with all the different characters. So you have Sunny, Sushi, the cat, as well as Sugar Bun, the bunny. So I do have a PR code as well as a referral link to both of these shops. So I will leave the link down below. But if you guys haven't ever made a washi dashboard before, it's really simple. All you have to do is just pick out the washis that you think would look good together. I just chose ones that kind of have a similar colorway, and what I did was I kind of ordered them in a way that I thought was aesthetically pleasing, and then I just put them across the page. So you just have to be a little bit careful with the crease because you do have that in the style of Washi Dashboard, but if you're just doing a flat surface, it should be fine. Sometimes you can do diagonal or make a different design. I've seen other people do that, but for me, I think it looks the best when it's just straight across. It's also much easier to make sure that you don't have any gaps in between. So I have mixed a little bit of silver hollow as well as rose gold in this one, and I think it turned out really nice. And I tried to pick colors that kind of match or pick up some of the other colors in here as well. So I have the birthday tassels here. This is the tie-dye washi in the pastels. I do have the mermaid washi as well, and then this one from Simply Gilded is from the March pre-sale, the Sakura Galaxy. So I just think that they are really, really sweet. I think the colors match really nicely. So that is the thing that I did beforehand. And then I also put down my printables for my shop. So if you guys don't know, I do printables for the Hobonichi Cousin, Weeks, as well as this A6 size. You guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. But right here over the year at a glance, you would have the full year here, and as well as 2021 and 2023. But what I've done is I've actually covered that, as you guys can see. I printed my printables out on sticker paper and then pasted it on here. If you guys don't have sticker paper, you can just print it out on regular paper and then use, you know, a glue stick or adhesive tape to stick it down. All you need is just one of those paper trimmers, or even if you don't have one of those, you can just cut it out by hand. Very simple. It's just all four sides. Very, very easy. And then these guys are already sized to fit within the Hobonichi. So as you guys can see, there's a tiny bit of a border around it so that it fits within the pages, but it still covers all the calendars or anything else that you want to cover. So I have two fonts in my shop. This is the cute font, so it's a little bit more fun and playful. This here I have called it the sassy font, so you can find that in my shop now. And then for the classic font, or like the more minimal font, I do have the simple font available, and that's actually what this looks like right here. So it's a little bit more, you know, cleaner looking. So it just depends on your style. What do you like? And then as you guys can see here, I do have the pink colorway available in my shop, and then this is the gray colorway. And the theme of all the printables this year is the moon phases. So as you guys can see, you have the moon phases all across there, and then also around the border. So as you guys can see, I do have the 2-page version, but I also have a 1-page version, so your year would be all on one side here. But for me, I like to have it kind of spread out because this is a smaller planner size. I just prefer, if I want to put the translucent dots on here, the 2-page version is a little bit better. So I have the Monday start. I also have the Sunday start in my shop. So I have just added that there for a quick glance at the year. And then at the bottom of each calendar, you do have 3 lines. So that allows you a little bit of space to mark things down there. Next up, you have the perpetual or vertical calendar. I'm going to be using this sticker kit from ArieBea shop. I do have a code, and that is AnnaJolene10, and I'm going to be using that to cover up this area. So again, this is in the gray with the simple, and all I'm going to do is just pull off the sticker, and I'm going to lay down the months. And I think for this video, I will just do this spread here, and then I will go ahead and fill out the other one off camera, just so that this video isn't too long. But as you can see, you have the January to March here, and then you just want to make sure that you're starting from this end. So this is for January, and this will cover up the kanji here. So it's just a little bit more easier to read. And again, this comes in the pink colorway with the cute font that matches this calendar too if you want. But I'm going with the gray this time. So of course, since this is for 2021, I am just skipping over that one completely. But you can always get another kit and then cover that up, or you can just cover that up with washi if you want. So I had a few requests to do this in my shop as a printable. If we get more requests to do that, then I may bring it to the shop. However, you guys can definitely pick this up from Ariel's shop. Again, use my code so that you get a little bit of a discount that way. But almost everything that is in our collab for the Hobonichis, whether that's the A6, the Weeks, or the Cousin, I do have already in my shop. So you guys can actually grab that right now. A lot of you guys have already picked it up, which makes me really happy. And I love to see how you guys are using my printables in my shop. So don't forget to tag me in your pictures or your videos on Instagram or on YouTube. Also, I do have last year's designs still in my shop, but they won't be there for long. They are going to be retiring very soon. And you guys can use the discount code on it to get a little bit of a discount. So definitely pick those up if you guys want something a little bit different, or you prefer a little bit of variation in your planners or journals, because they are going to be discontinued very soon. So I would suggest picking up those designs if you guys are interested, because once this year is over, then they will be discontinued from the shop. So I'm just moving on to this page here, and as you guys can see, the kit doesn't cover up these ones. So again, you can just cover that up with washi if you want. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue putting all of these down, and then I will be right back. Alright, so I have finished putting down the entire kit, so you guys can see what that looks like now. In the past, I have used this to write down the highlights of my day. So let me see if I can find a version that I used to do. So I have this previous journal that I had, and before I used to just write down a little highlight to each day. So that's how I previously used it, and I liked it, but I found that it was a little bit repetitive. So I may not do this again next year. I might change it up. But if you guys have any ideas of how to use this section for a journal, not necessarily a planner, for journal, then let me know down below, because I would love to utilize this section a little bit more. But I thought that I could also use this to keep track of other things. So if that doesn't work out for me again, I can always change it. But this is just another one of my previous journals. As you guys can see, it gets pretty chunky. So that is why I definitely feel like I need an Avec. But that is what I plan to do with this section. Now that we are moving on to the monthlies, you have from December all the way until March of 2023 in here. And so in this section, I like to do gratitude. So in each box, I just write something that I'm grateful for that day. Sometimes it can be a memory. Sometimes it can be just something really small like sunshine, or a lazy day, or even just some happy mail that I received. So things like that I will just jot down here. I do a little bit of decorating here. So sometimes I will just put a little bit of washi down or some stickers, but I don't go too crazy in this area, just because I want my memories or my highlights or my gratitude to really shine through. So again, this is another one of my journals from previous years. As you guys can see, I did also do the Washi Dashboard in this one, in the front as well as in the back. And I think I actually did this for the second half of the year too. Yeah, I did. So this is my other one. I love this cover with this Lovely Mind sticker, and then here I use some Simply Gilded washi as well. I love how like iridescent and like sparkly that one is, but I did that to the front and back as well. But this is kind of the type of journaling that I do in here in terms of my gratitude. So just a tiny bit of washi, and then I will just write down what it is that I am grateful for. And I really like looking back on that. I think it's a great way to yeah, just keep track of your memories and things like that. So again, here in the other one, I just have a little bit of washi there. Decorated this one because it was my birthday month, but it was also Halloween, so I added that there. So just things like that. So I'm going to be doing the exact same thing in this one, and I tend to wait until the month arrives to decorate it. So that I can have my latest washi in here. Sometimes I will put watercolor on here as well if I don't feel like using washi. So I have all that, and then here on the turning the page grid page, what I did was I did another mood board. So I do this every single year in all my Hobonichis on this page. I just think that it's very inspirational, and so what I've done is I've actually watercolored the whole entire page at the back here, and then I have put down images that I find very inspiring or beautiful. So actually some of these are stickers here, and then I kind of pasted them down and then used a little bit of washi. All of this washi is from Simply Gilded, and then I just drew some stars around it to kind of make it my own, I guess. So I've done this many years. So let's see. So again, this is a previous year that I've done it. So you guys can see that I really like just really calming pictures of nature, the beach. There's a lot of like self-care reminders in here, like beds and baths, because I really want to take care of myself a little bit more. Here is another one that I did in a previous year. So again, did the whole painting, watercolor painting in the back, and then just layered some images that I thought were beautiful and inspiring to me. So here's another one. So like I said, this is just very calming. I really like to look at this every time I open up my journal. It's just something fun, and yeah, just kind of sets the mood for my journal. I really like doing this every year, so I'm going to definitely continue it. And then we go straight into the daily pages. So each page is dated here at the top. They do change colors per month. So you have the different colors here on the side that kind of correspond with the month and the grid. And on each kind of title page, what I've done is just added a little bit of washi. So in the past, what I've done is just added a quote or an affirmation to this section, and I definitely love that idea, so I'm going to be doing it again this year. So what I've done just to prep this video is just to add a little bit of washi here, and then I'm going to decorate it very simply. I'm just going to add a sticker here, and then I'm going to leave the space blank because I like to pick a quote at the beginning of the month each month, and that way that kind of quote or affirmation kind of falls through to that month. The reason why I like to choose it in real time is because I want a quote that kind of represents that month for me or what my focus is. So that's why I do that. But I have these really adorable stickers in my reusable sticker album, and I just really like this girl. I just think that she's so adorable. I actually have more of these stickers in my stash, but I chose these 6 here to put on these 6 daily pages. So all I've done is just cut them out, and I'm just going to simply layer that there, and then again I will put my quote there. And all the decorating that I do in my Hobonichi is in real time, so that's why everything is blank. I don't pre-decorate other than just this page here, and that allows me to be really creative in my work. So next up is February, and I think I want to use this girl here, or maybe this girl. I just really like how cute she is. The illustrations are very vivid. I also really think that her fashion sense is really nice too, so that's why I also really like her. I mean, if I had her outfits, then I think I would be set for life because she is just so adorable. In this one, she's holding a little coffee cup. So I'm gonna put her up there. Really, really cute. So now we are in April, and I'm gonna use this girl now. She has a little butterfly. So I'm just gonna add her, and I love her outfit again. So adorable. Okay, so in May, I'm gonna use this girl here. She has the shorter hair this time, and I'm gonna put her up here. And then lastly, for June, I chose this darker colorway for the blue, and I'm gonna add her up here as well. So I have plenty of space for my quotes. Sometimes I do choose really wordy quotes, really long ones, so I do want to make sure that I have enough space to put the entire quote down. Like I said, this is the level of decorating, pre-decorating that I would do for this section, and then everything else would be just my journaling entries per day. In the back here, I am going to write down my anime shows that I watch throughout the year. I do watch a lot of anime, and so I do want to make sure that I have that written down somewhere. So typically I will reach up to 100 because I do watch a lot of them. So I'm just going to write up here, and animes of 2022 or something like that. So I just have my fountain pen here. This is a TWSBI, and I'm just going to write anime up here because I often do journal about the shows that I watch. And as I let that dry, I am going to start to put my cover together. So I am just going to put the cover on top. I always put a cover on my Hobonichi covers because I find that I do get kind of messy with my journaling. I do use fountain pens and also watercolor paints, so I don't want to ruin it, and this just kind of protects it a little bit. So that's what I have in here. And then in the pockets, I am just going to add a few sticker samplers. So this is from PaperEchos. I do have a referral link to PaperEchos, so I will leave that down below for you guys. And then these are just some samplers from PaperEchos, another one of my favorite shops. I'm going to add those in there. And then I do have this little adorable crocheted paper clip. This is from Sweet Paper Bliss. So I'm just going to add that here, I think. The pen that I am going to be using is my Lamy Blue Macaron. So this is in the, I think it's extra fine nib, and I do have the violet Lamy ink in here. So I'm gonna leave that in here, and I just think that the colors match really nicely, so that's why I chose it. And then also I do have my Dashenka pencil board that I got a couple of years ago. You can see that it's getting a little bit worn down because I do use fountain pen, so it kind of got on it a little bit, but I am going to add that in there. I do have this really adorable washi card that I put some PaperEchos washi on, and this is again from PaperEchos. I always keep this on my Hobonichi because it allows me to have washi tape on the go. So I love that it's a little charm because it's a decorative aspect, but also, I can use a washi on it. So the chain is pink, so it matches perfectly. So I'm just going to add that to the front one there, and it just hangs really cutely on the end, and it's just so functional because anytime I am in need of washi, it's just right there for me, and I think it matches perfectly. So I'm going to add that. The other thing that is new is the Omiya A6 size folder. So this comes in a pack of 3. Comes in a pink and a blue, and then I just have the yellow version in here. And inside here I just have an array of stickers and memo pages, things like that I'm going to use in this planner. So I have like larger ones that I can write on. I have a few more of those girl stickers that I absolutely love. I also have the boy versions, which I love as well. And then I do have these washi stickers. These are really nice because they are very thin. so they don't bulk up your planners all too much. So I have a bunch of those that I like to journal with. I have more paper that I can write on or just use decoratively. More stickers. These ones are nice as well because they kind of have that doily look to them. I kind of like the kind of vintage look in my planner as well, but not the kind of brownie tones that I know a lot of people like or are into right now. I like the kind of pastel ones, so I have a lot of those. And then again, I have just some various memo paper. So this one is from Kiki K, and then I have this one. This is just from a Japanese dollar store. So I'm going to keep all of those handy, and I will probably keep that here inside the back pocket. So what I'm going to do now that this is dry, I am going to tuck in the notebook. So you can leave it like this with the page out, but because I have the Washi Dashboard, I am going to pop it all the way in. So the first thing that you see is this. And then I am going to put the bookmarks in, and then we're going to add the pencil board as well as the folder at the back here so that I have them handy. Another kind of must-have that I use a lot when I am journaling are clips. So I have these acrylic clips from various places. I get a lot of mine from PaperEchos. So this one's really cute because it actually has a Hobonichi journal. So I like to hold my pages down like this. This one is a Melinta one. She's a famous Chinese artist. I know a lot of Japanese journalers have this brand as well. So I just like to keep things open, you know, this way. I usually will have my pencil board tucked here in the back, so that allows me to watercolor and write really easily here. These are kind of must-haves for me. The other thing that I am going to be adding this year that I haven't done before is I'm going to add the monthly tabs. So like I said, I don't normally add these to mine, but I think I'm going to do it this year. So these tabs are from ArieBea's shop. They are the cute ones in the pink font made for the A6. So I just folded them in half, and I am just going to quickly add it here on the 1st of January. And all you do is just flip it over, and then there you go. You have your first tab. So I have the whole year. So since this is the Avec, you're only going to go up to June in here. So it'll probably only go up to here, but I think that's fine. I just want a quick way to reach, you know, the month if I want to. But that is the prep for my journal. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's very simple in the beginning, but as you guys can see, my journals do get quite chunky. So I'm excited for mine to get even chunkier. This one kind of flattened out because of the way I stored it. So I am super excited about jumping into my new journal. I will definitely be filming the second half of the year once it arrives. But yeah, as you guys can see, I put cards in here. I put pictures, all that kind of stuff goes into these things. And I just love them. I just think that they're so fun. And I feel like journaling is a huge aspect of memory keeping and just keeping me sane. It's a great self-care activity as well. So if you guys have any questions about this, then just let me know. Once again, I will put the link to my shop where you guys can grab these printables. Once again, my shop is Jolene Printables on Etsy, and you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. And for any PR codes and referral links that I have, I will leave those down below for you guys as well. The only other finishing touch that I'm gonna do is just add this little cute paper clip. Again, this is from Sweet Paper Bliss, same place where I got this. And I'm just gonna add that there because the colors match really nicely. And that is my setup for my A6 journal. I do have my morning journal, which is an A5 grid, a Hobonichi grid, that I have already filmed the setup of. So I will leave that link up here for you guys. And I've also filmed my A5 day free setup, which I'm using as a YouTube planner. So if you guys missed that, I am using the Animal Crossing cover with it. So I will leave the link to that up as well. The next video that I am going to film is either my cousin or my Hobonichi week setup for 2022. Let me know which one you guys want to see first. And then once I get those results in, then I will definitely film it for you guys. So those are the videos coming up soon. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!